Foul's called against number 22, Tamaya Davis. That's her second personal foul, and the team's fourth. That takes us to the end of the first period. Those last couple of free throws will give the Tigers a 2-point advantage. 12-10 is the score at the end of 8 minutes. The Tigers have the opening possession of the second period. And welcome to those of you joining us online. My name is Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, and apologies, we had a few technical glitches there in the first quarter, had the scoreboard frozen for the first few minutes of the game, and then just got the audio taken care of a couple minutes ago as we get our preseason kinks worked out, as we prepare to take more basketball action to you live throughout the rest of the season. Foul's called against number 15, Arania White. That's her second personal foul, and the team's fifth. Shakara McGee for three. Foul's called against number 23, Alexandra Labate, her first personal foul, the team's sixth, and that sends Keegan Brace to shoot two. Both free throws made will pull the Silverhawks to within three. Backcourt violation, Tigers ball. Jemiah Turner for three on the assist from Jamila Fields. Putback made by Alexandra Labate. Traveling. Tigers ball, checking into the game for the Silver Hawks. Christina Jackson and Charday Green. Missed opportunity there. I think the Tigers thought it was going to go out of bounds. Didn't really try for the rebound. Silverhawks got in there and scooped it up, and that will give them a chance to cut into their 8-point deficit. They go to the outside. Chu can't find the hole. Offensive rebound to Charday Green. Christina Jackson floats in a jump shot for 2. Sutherland can't get the 3 to go. Offensive rebound and putback made by Jemiah Turner. So far, the Silverhawks have not been able to string together much of a run here, and that has been keeping them from getting the lead at all throughout the first period. Tigers will slow down the pace a little bit here as we pass the midpoint of the second period. And it's going to end up with a steal picked off by Charday Green in the key. Wild shot by Jackson is going to go out of bounds. Checking into the game for the Silverhawks, Keegan Brace. And Lindley Klesman. Klesman to Morales for 3. Jayla Hall gets her own putback. Checking into the game for Jones, Renaya White. Also in for the Tigers, Jakara McGee. Brace can't get the fast break basket to go. Rebound goes to the Tigers, and it's Jemiah Turner on the pass to Renaya White. Jackson lets up an air ball. Contested rebound ultimately goes back to the Silverhawks. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half. Foul's called against number 1, Jamila Fields. That's her first personal foul. And the team's 7th. It puts the Silverhawks into bonus. Keegan Brace at the line, shooting 1-1. Checking into the game for the Tigers, number 50, Tamaya Mitchell. Wide open, but too hot on the 3 attempt. Renaya White is fouled on the putback attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Tigers. Foul's called against number 35, Ashley Hughes. That's her first personal foul, and the team's 5th. This one made one. Jemiah Turner for 3 on the assist from Jamila Fields. "30-second timeout requested by the Silverhawks. Both teams struggling with turnovers here in the first half. 8 for the Silverhawks, 9 for the Tigers. The difference being that the Tigers are converting more of those into points. Silverhawks lost a tough game to the Mustangs in their first appearance on Monday. Ashley Hughes with a long 2-point jump shot for the Silverhawks. Nice block there and rebound by Isabel Morales. And then we're going to have Brace get trapped. Jamila Fields and Jemiah Turner teaming up to double team her there, force the ball out of bounds. And what could have been a real momentum changer for the Silverhawks going into halftime will instead become another turnover. Their 9th of the half so far. Tamaya Mitchell is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Tigers. Silverhawks foul is called against number 30, Keegan Brace. That's her second personal foul, and the team's 6th. First one made one. Jamela Fields steals 2. The foul is called against number 15, Renaya White, her third, the team's 8th. And the Silverhawks will continue into bonus. At the line shooting 1-1, Lindley Klesman. So the Silverhawks get a chance to put a silver lining on the first half here as they go to the line. And they have a chance to close it back to a 10-point lead before the buzzer sounds. Silverhawks do not seem to have a lot of awareness of the clock, and that won't go. That takes us to halftime, and it's an 11-point ball game. The Tigers head into the locker rooms with a 33-22 lead over the Silverhawks. And for those of you listening online, we're going to take a break for about 10 minutes, and we'll be back here at Mustang Arena for the second half of Game 6. Again, the Tigers lead the Silverhawks 33-22 at halftime. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Parchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you for the second half of Game 6 here at the Preseason Classic. Tigers leading the Silverhawks 33-22, and we're going to get a turnover here to open up the half. Foul is called against number 35, Ashley Hughes. That's her second personal foul, the team's first of the half, and it sends number 22 to the line. Offensive foul is called against number 22, Tamaya Davis. Foul is called against number 32, Denasia Sutherland. That's her first personal foul. The team's second. Traveling, Tigers ball. Out of bounds, Hawks ball. So the halftime chats do not seem to have stopped the bleeding on turnovers on either side of the ball. Still a 12-point game for the Tigers. Minute and a half into the second half here. Basket by number 35, Ashley Hughes. Christina Jackson adds two more. And so, for the first time in a long time, the Silverhawks have scored on two consecutive possessions. Renaya White gets the basket and a chance to make it a three-point play. The foul is called against Silverhawks number 35, Ashley Hughes. That's her third personal foul, the team's second. Checking into the game for the Tigers, Renata Schofield. And for the Silverhawks, number 10, Nicole De Jesus. Push is called against Tigers number 1, Jamila Fields. That's her second personal foul, the team's third. Returning to the game for the Silver Hawks, number 1, Christina Jackson. Brace a little off the mark with the 3. Rebound goes to Jamila Fields. Fields for a 3 of her own. She's got it. Jamila Fields behind the arc for 3. Full timeout requested by the Silver Hawks. Once again, for those of you just joining us, if you were not able to get here for the start of the game, if you have friends and family back home who would like to tune in live because they were not able to get here in person, make sure you send them a text or a Facebook message right now and let them know that they can do so on YouTube or the NFHS network. We've got all the links on our homepage at WekivaMustangs.com, or if you're using the YouTube app, just search for Wekiva Sports, and you'll get the links to all of today's games as well as tomorrow's. You can also go back and watch on-demand replays of the games that we have already covered, and you'll be able to do that for this game as well. Again, we are Wekiva Sports on YouTube, and you can get all the direct links from our website, WekivaMustangs.com. In addition to the live video streams, we also have live stats and live scoreboard. Those links are on the homepage as well. Jemiah Turner gets the basket and a chance to make it a three-point play. The foul is called against number 11, Lenley Klesman. That's her second personal foul, the team's third. Foul was on 11, green 11. Or white 11, I mean. Klesman in trouble. She's trapped, and she's going to lose the ball to a steal by Jemiah Turner, who tries to take it to the house all by herself. Not able to get the short ball to go in. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Silverhawks, and looks like the Tigers going to get another chance here. Just under 4 minutes to play in the third. Silverhawks having a hard time catching a break. They, again, lost their game on Monday night against the Mustangs, but we remarked during that broadcast how impressive the effort was, as the Silverhawks never really conceded that game, even when it became out of reach. They continued to play hard. Renaya White is fouled on the putback attempt. Foul called against number 32, Sharday Green. That's her first personal foul, and the team's fourth. And excuse me, that was actually Renata Schofield fouled. She'll be at the line shooting 2. Checking into the game for the Silverhawks, Kiara Smith. Second free throw does not make it to the rim, and so that'll be a violation and automatically give the ball to Silverhawks. We're going to try to score in transition, except that Isabel Morales nearly got outran there by Jemiah Turner, and it's going to result in a turnover. It was a good idea. Silverhawks just didn't have the speed to get there. Offensive charge called against Shemaya Turner. That's her first personal foul, the team's fourth, and it turns the ball over to the Silverhawks. I got a whole bank of them right here. Fouls called against number 32, Sharday Green. That's her second personal foul, the team's fifth. Checking into the game for the Silverhawks, number 12, Emily Chu. Denasia Sutherland steals the inbound, swings around, wide open three from McGee, but it's off target. Rebound goes to Brace. Another steal. Can't get it to go, though. If the Tigers were converting all their turnovers, this could easily become a blowout. Number 1, Christina Jackson, 4-3. So a tense couple of possessions there, and the Silverhawks are finally able to make something connect. That should have gone on the layup from Schofield, but the rebound bounces straight to Turner. Well short of the mark there. Nobody able to chase down the rebound, but they're going to say that the Tigers touched it last. Out of bounds, Tigers ball. Checking in for the Silverhawks, Lindley Klesman. Shemaya Turner with a long two-point jump shot for the Tigers. And you could clearly see the Tigers that were trying to draw a charge. Held ball, possession Tigers. And Tamaya Mitchell will get a credit for a steal for that since the arrow is in the Tigers' favor. Rebound to Klesman. Fast break opportunity. She's not going to get there. Sharday Green is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot two for the Silverhawks. Foul is called against number 50, Tamaya Mitchell. That's her first personal foul, and the team's fifth. 0 for 2 at the line, and they're not able to chase the rebound out of bounds either. Steal by Keegan Brace. But it takes them too long to get organized in the backcourt, and that gives the Tigers plenty of time to set a defense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the third period. Brace can't get the jumper to go. Another chance here. Klesman gets the rebound, puts up one of her own. That doesn't go either. And McGee gets the rebound. Steal by Lindley Klesman. Try to score in transition, but it's wide left. And that takes us to the end of the third period. The Tigers out to a 15-point advantage after leading the third period 11-7. The score 44-29 with 8 minutes left in the ballgame here in game number 6 of the 2018 Mustang Preseason Classic. Silverhawks have the opening possession of the fourth period. We were already planning on doing that. It'll be on YouTube. Yep. Foul's called against number 22, Tamaya Davis, her fourth, the team's sixth. And she snuck into the game during the break between quarters. Missed opportunity there by Green. In transition, not able to get there. Block is called against number 30, Keegan Brace. That's her third personal foul, the team's sixth. Dinesh Southern on the line shooting two. Held ball, possession, Tigers. Foul's called against number 15, Renaya White, her 4th personal foul, the team's 7th. And that puts the Silverhawks into bonus at the line, shooting 1-1, Charday Green. Jemiah Turner, coast to coast. Keegan Brace to Christina Jackson. Airball 3 for Sutherland. Rebound goes to Klusman. Double teamed in the backcourt. They're able to evade the trap. Not able to target the transition play. And Ashley Hughes is going to get called here for traveling Tigers ball. Jamila Fields on a Tiger jump shot. Sutherland with great defensive work there, getting the deflection and then getting the steal and then drawing the foul. Foul is called against number 1, Christina Jackson. That's her 1st personal foul, and the team's 7th. At the line, shooting 2, Denasia Sutherland. Takaya Alston comes in for the Tigers, and Isabel Morales for the Silverhawks during that foul shot situation. Brace can't get the 3 to go. Rebounds to Jamila Fields. And they get a fast break opportunity here, and it's good. Renaya White on a long assist from Jamila Fields. That's something that we have seen the Tigers execute successfully, where the Silverhawks really have not. A little bit of blown coverage there gives Brace an opportunity for a layup. But it's off target. Morales gets the offensive rebound, though, so they'll get another chance. Long distance basket attempt from Keegan Brace. That one is not accurate either, though. It's going to go out of bounds off of, well, no one seems to know. Out of bounds off of the Hawks. Foul is called against number 22, Tamaya Davis. That's her 5th personal foul, and she'll retire from the game with 5 points for the Tigers. Tigers nearly squander a good situation there. Fields goes up and not able to get it to come down, but Silverhawks will touch it last. Dangerous pass, and she'll lose that one to Isabel Morales. Promptly given back, though, to Renaya White. Tries to get a shot off, can't get it to go. Rebound to Morales. Swing to Jackson. Jackson to the key. Christina Jackson is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul is called against number 50, Tamaya Mitchell. That's her second personal foul and the team's 9th. Double miss there. Will get rebounded by the Silverhawks. And Morales may have overestimated the height of her teammate there, but they managed to keep the ball in possession anyway. Charday Green is fouled on the attempt. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. The foul is called against Renata Schofield. That's her first personal foul, and the team's 10th. 10. First free throw is a make for Charday Green. As is the second. Christina Jackson seals 2 for the Silverhawks. And if they've been seeing that kind of play all game, this could be a very different situation. White can't get it to go either. And Isabel Morales uses her heights to pull down the board. Unchallenged, Christina Jackson on the layup. Tiger defense falling down on the job here late in the ball game. Alston went a little too far before she let that one go. Rebound Keegan Brace. Brace going to try to score in transition here. Goes up the key and her shot is blocked. That was Schofield who managed to stop that one. Got a clean block there. And Mitchell loses the ball to Keegan Brace. Suddenly the Silverhawks have lit up here in the last couple of minutes. They got a lot of makeup grounds to cover, though. Brace on the pass to Isabel Morales for 2. And we're back to an 11-point ball game. Renata Schofield for 2. And that will stop the bleeding for the Tigers. Checking into the game for the Silverhawks, Emily Chu, and Jones returns Jemiah Turner. Fouls called against number 0, Jemiah Turner. That's her second personal foul. At the line shooting 2, number 35, Ashley Hughes. Checking in for Jones, number 23, Alexandra Lavati. Field shoots an air ball. Tigers manage to save it. Alston to Jamila Fields for 2. Good second chance basket there for the Tigers. They needed that, again, to stop the bleeding as the Silverhawks have been on a run here lately. Checking into the game for Lake Howell, number 1, Christina Jackson. Too much time. Oh, a timeout called before the inbounding violation, and so it'll be timeout Lake Howell. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 6 out of 10 for our preseason classic here at Wekiva. Coming up next, the Montverde Eagles take on the Colonial Grenadiers. Then we'll finish the night with Timber Creek versus Wekiva. Tomorrow, we have the boys back in action. Rockledge versus Apopka at 6, and Lake Brantley versus Wekiva at 7:30. Less than 2 minutes to go. Silverhawks trying to see if they can put together a late rally here in Game 6 of the preseason classic. Short for Hughes on the jumper. Rebound goes to Renaya White. White, coast to coast, gets fouled. Renaya White will shoot 2 for the Tigers after being fouled by number 35, Ashley Hughes. That's her 4th personal foul, and the team's 8th. Held ball, possession, Silverhawks. Rebound by Brace will spare the Silverhawks from the turnover. Christina Jackson with a long 2-point jump shot for the Silverhawks. Fast break action won't go. Morales pulls down the rebound. She has 14 rebounds so far today. Jemiah Turner steals 2. And that is likely to be the final nail in the coffin here, as it's a 15-point deficit with 45 seconds to go. Out of bounds, Tigers ball. Silverhawks have 26 turnovers today. That is a big part of the reason they are trailing by 15 late in the 4th quarter here. Renaya White for 2. Shot is blocked out of bounds by Alexandra Labate. 11 seconds to go. Isabel Morales on the inbound from Keegan Brace. Takes us to the end of the ball game. 60-43 is the final score here in Game 6. And the Tigers will take the victory in the preseason classic. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for coming out tonight or for joining us online to support your Silverhawk and Tiger athletes. Again, we invite you to stick around. Montverde versus Colonial coming up in Game 7 right after the warm-up period. For those of you who are listening to our online webcast, you will need to exit this stream and then get into the next one because we have a different stream for each game, regardless of whether you are viewing on the NFHS Network or YouTube. So just make sure you go ahead and close out of this broadcast and then get into the Montverde versus Colonial broadcast. And we will join you there at 7 o'clock.